Today we're focusing on tweaking the way you think just a little that could result in a happier you. Life coach and author Dr. Rick Kirschner knows a thing or two about living a happier life.
I've written, I think, 9 books to date, authored or co-authored, and 11 audio and video programs. Pretty much everything I do has to do with positive change and communication.
We've already isolated step 1 to happiness. It's where you choose to be happy and identify things that you love or are good at and doing them more often. But now comes step 2.
A mindset that says whatever is happening in life, you can deal with it.
Slightly tweaking the way you think about life and its curveballs.
So instead of fighting or withdrawing when things don't go the way you want, you face it and move through it.
Dr. Kirschner says there are positive ways that people can approach life by making useful assumptions.
Like, I can get through this, everything happens in just the right moment.
Or you can also give others the benefit of the doubt.
That's a useful assumption, that people are doing the best they can with what they know. And if you assume that about people, you don't have to take their behavior personally.
Over at SOU, our happiness expert, Professor Doug Smith, agrees. Choosing to look at life a bit differently is beneficial.
Some people choose to think in a certain way that the world is a complex, complicated place, while other people can recognize that things are all good. I mean, I have many good options versus many not so good options. I think we can change the way that we think.
But this whole idea of changing the way you think doesn't necessarily mean that you can't acknowledge the bad things in life.
Sometimes negativity is a positive response to what's going on in life.
Fact is, we're all human, and bad things happen to good people. But in the end, it's recognizing it and making a decision to move through it. So it's kind of, taking your current situation, recognizing it for what it is, but then also recognizing what you can do to better it.
That's exactly right. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't.
The healthy and happy option, taking into account both sides of the coin and choosing to focus on what you can change for the better, despite tough circumstances.
I realize it's not easy to wake up in the morning and feel great about your life when you're trying to figure out how to take care of a relative or provide for your family. But waking up and saying, look, this is my life, this is where I'm at, what can I do to make my life better today? That's far more likely to lead to positive outcomes.
Now, coming up tomorrow in this week's series, 5 Ways to Be Happy, we'll tell you all about the role that meaningful relationships play in your own happiness. In the studio, Christine Pitawanich, NBC5 News.